everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Titans are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Texans, who will need to find a way to move the football.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Slot man moves right. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On third down, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Let's go. Now Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. And you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Mariota. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Watson now on second down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first down carry now for Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Titans were able to make this a close game again.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll toss it to Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down, here's Watson. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's fourth.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A first down throw for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Jalston Fowler. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 5 full yards to bring up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, now he bowls him over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
To throw on second is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mariota now on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Underneath for Miller. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Miller on first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw on second down, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he loses the football the second time. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. In tough starting field position here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Mariota on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Baker in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Uncorks one for Davis. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Here's Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Watson. And he's got it, Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach comes in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A Tennessee 1st down. That one Mariota to Matthews. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Zach Cunningham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. Mariota to throw it. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down, Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down, Mariota. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying? That getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. And bulldozing his way through. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go!
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mariota now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Baker in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Miller. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Got some room at the 30. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Baker in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Texans, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.